right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Oh, yeah. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready? Rocco switch, Rocco switch. Let's go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Okay, ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Now a shot here, deep middle. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Get 300, get 300.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. The master of play action, Roger. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. The Saints will punt this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready? 70 range, 70 range. Ready?
From the gun, it's Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. That's complete to the rookie out of Miami. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. They run over center with Robinson. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Nice run that time, and Bijan Robinson, I mean, what can you say, Mike, about his rookie season? Over 1,400 yards from scrimmage, and you know what the crazy part is? I think there's a lot of room for him to continue to improve both himself and the system that he's operating in.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll throw. It's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Robinson. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And now it's 4th down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Rodgers. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he will go all the way. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble. Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, they'll work now on 2nd and 4. Shaheed in motion. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. The tight end Moreau is in motion. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
A run on 1st and goal. A short game, down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Shaheed in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He slams it in there, and he is in. Alvin Kamara, touchdown Saints. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Mark with the 29. Second and a yard.
60 Maverick. Let's go now.
Play action. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Atlanta.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. Whoa! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give left side. Here comes Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. They're going to go play action with Penix. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints move out to a 21-3 advantage. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go, set.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
The score, Saints 21, Falcons 3.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Cooks going in motion. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Rodgers. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's a pretty good effort there on 3rd and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the first down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
Yeah! down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! We'll go play action now with Penix. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Falcons get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Shaheed in motion. Rodgers here on 2nd down. That is brought in. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, Penix. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Saints have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 40-yard line.
No. Get at 300. Get at 300. Look again.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
3rd and 6.
You block over here. No.
Shaheed in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the scores.
Ready, set. Set.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Hut.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. A pickup there of 28 yards.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
On second down, Penix. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
3rd and 2, and Penix. And he's in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Inside.
Play action now with Rodgers. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Shaheed in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 10-yard line. It is a big play on first down. 37 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. lefty Penix on first down. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
To throw is Penix. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
A loss of 6 brings up 3rd down and 8.
Go!
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Off he goes.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got it at the 3. And a big collision there, down near the goal line, keeps him out of the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Ready. Dragon 60.
Again, it's Penix. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Rodgers on first down. Shaheed with the catch. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points, Greg. Very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there, not sure the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
For the antidote, there's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you.
Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Your sensation, my fixation.
Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey.
I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my way. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or prize. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickness. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of